Get ready, everyone. A new video has just dropped featuring Diddy, J.Lo, and Will and Jada Smith, and it's causing quite a stir. For a while now, there have been daily rumors about Diddy's notorious parties, but this footage might be the real breaking point. Word has it that clips are surfacing on the dark web, and J.Lo and the Smiths seem to be the latest to get caught up in the controversy. Let's unpack this mess. Turns out, Diddy didn't just throw legendary parties. He reportedly recorded them with hidden cameras placed all over his mansion. Yes, you heard that right. Every moment was allegedly captured, and now, the feds are said to have access to these tapes. Insiders claim the footage reveals Diddy's celebrity guests partying in ways the public has never seen before. And here's the twist. Some of these recordings supposedly leaked onto the dark web, leading to clips of J.Lo, Will, and Jada hitting the internet. People are even paying top dollar to see these clips, taking Diddy's party scene to a whole new level of scandal. These tapes could spell big trouble for everyone involved. No one expected those wild nights to come back to haunt them like this. On top of that, Diddy's ex-bodyguard Jane Deal has been dropping major revelations. Deal claims that during his time working for Diddy, there was one night when things nearly turned violent between Diddy and Will Smith, all because of J.Lo. Back in the early 2000s, Diddy was dating her and wasn't about to let anyone get too close.
Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, and then he was like this, like I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer.
Jane Deal shared a story about a party where things got tense between Diddy and Will Smith over J.Lo. Will and Jada were getting close to J.Lo, and Diddy wasn't happy. Jane said Diddy turned to him and asked him to keep an eye on them. Jane even joked he gave Will some space in case things got physical, noting that if Will had wanted to throw punches, Diddy wouldn't have stood a chance. This story is getting attention because it shows just how intense these parties could get. With possible video footage, people are now questioning how far Diddy's interest in J.Lo went. But that's not all. J.Lo's ex-husband, Ojani Noah, also jumped in. He recently posted that he never went to Diddy's parties, but claimed J.Lo did. Ojani believes Diddy's influence played a big role in his split with J.Lo, and hinted that there might be tapes showing what happened at those parties. Recently, Diddy's interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live didn't help his case. When Kimmel brought up Jane Deal's story about Diddy almost fighting Will over J.Lo, Diddy tried to laugh it off, but he looked noticeably uncomfortable.
You were dating J.Lo. Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Instead of addressing the rumors directly, Diddy tried to shift the conversation by promoting his new project, the Love Album. Off the grid he described it as a vibe album. But fans saw right through it, sensing he was just trying to dodge the controversy. His awkwardness didn't go unnoticed, especially since every time talk of his infamous parties comes up, he visibly tenses up. It's almost like he knows he can only avoid the topic for so long before the truth catches up with him. And with Jada's open marriage adding another twist to the story, it's clear the whole situation is getting harder for him to sidestep.
It was never an open relationship.
Thank you. I'm glad, yes, it was
a transparent. You say it's a transparent.
We all know Will and Jada Smith have a unique relationship. Their marriage has been surrounded by rumors for years. Everything from entanglements and swinging to extended separations. Jada even confirmed that she and Will have been living apart since 2016, adding to the talk of their unconventional lifestyle. With this new footage coming out, attention is turning back to their open relationship. Jane Deals claims that Will and Jada tried to charm J.Lo at one of Diddy's parties add more fuel, suggesting that they might have been regulars at these wild gatherings. Will and Jada have always done things their own way, but this footage could reveal just how far they went with their choices. Now, here's where things get even messier. Jada didn't actually want to marry Will in the first place, Their wedding was anything but a fairy tale, despite the grand setting, a Gothic-style castle in Baltimore. Jada has been open about her feelings, calling her wedding day a nightmare. She admitted on Red Table Talk that she was furious about getting married and called the day horrible. Her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, even confirmed that Jada was so upset she cried down the aisle. Meanwhile, Lil was ecstatic, saying he dreamed of marriage and family since he was 5. This disconnect between them was clear from day one and set the tone for their relationship, possibly leading them to explore alternatives, like an open marriage. Jada's early resistance to marriage might have opened the door to other connections, possibly even with people like Diddy and J.Lo. But that's just the start. Recently, Will's former assistant, brother Bilal, made some shocking claims. According to Bilal, he once walked in on Will and actor Dwayne Martin in a very intimate moment, and he didn't hold back on the details. These allegations have left everyone in shock, adding yet another twist to an already complex story.
Unlike him, right? So, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
But Bilal didn't stop there. He shared even more about Will and Jada's relationship, suggesting there's a complicated side to their marriage. Will's team didn't waste any time responding, quickly dismissing Bilal's statements as completely untrue and calling them an attention grab. But fans aren't dropping it that easily, and this isn't the first time Will's personal life has sparked intense scrutiny. Now, moving beyond Jada, Will's interactions with his kids, especially Jaden, have raised a few eyebrows. One particularly memorable moment was during a press interview in Thailand for their movie After Earth when the host hinted at a distance between the father-son characters on screen. Will leaned in and gave Jaden a big kiss on the lips. Jaden tried to brush it off, joking that Will had once tried to kiss him, leading to a playful but awkward moment. And then there's Jaguar Wright, known for her unfiltered opinions, who's also thrown shade at the Smiths. She's claimed that their mentorship of young people sometimes crossed lines, leaving others, in her words, screaming and running for their lives. Between Will's intense public moments and these fresh allegations, it's clear why people are curious about their family dynamics, and why it's even harder to shake off the rumors connecting them to Diddy and J.Lo.
It's devastating. And I fought and I screamed and I scratched for a long time.
This could be the beginning of the end for Hollywood's elite. With accusations flying, leaked footage, and dark web rumors, Diddy's scandal is starting to pull in some of Hollywood's biggest names. Icons like J.Lo, Will, and Jada could see their reputations change forever if these rumors stick. Hollywood isn't known for its forgiveness, especially with social media ready to hold stars accountable at every turn. So the question is, will these stars confront the rumors, or are they hoping it all just fades away? And what do you think? Could there be any truth to this footage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. There's still so much to unpack, especially around how Will and Jada's mentorship may have impacted young stars in ways we're only starting to understand. So, hit that like button, subscribe for updates, and don't miss the next video where we'll dig deeper into how stars like Brashear Gray experience that mentorship.
Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it? Bilal told me everything. Bilal told me, Jada, he told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child.
Jaguar Wright isn't holding anything back as she exposes Hollywood's hidden secrets. She's already dropped bombshells about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy, but now she's going after Diddy and Will Smith with some heavy accusations. Rumors of a secret affair between the two have been around for a while, but Jaguar claims Jada was in on their freak-off parties from the start. To make things worse, she hints that Jaden Smith may have been affected by it all. Jaguar says she even spoke with someone close to both Diddy and Will, who revealed unsettling details about what goes on behind closed doors. And it's not pretty. The plot thickens with Keefe D, who's now claiming Diddy has tapes documenting all the shady activities in his mansion. Meanwhile, Jada herself has been hinting at some questionable things she witnessed at these gatherings, throwing around terms like Illuminati vibes and weird vibes. Jaguar isn't stopping there. She's also calling out the connection between Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith, bringing their parents into the drama. Jaden, known for his rebellious streak, made waves by emancipating himself at just 16. Recently, he's been making bold public displays of affection, which some say confirm rumors Jaguar's been hinting at for years. But according to her, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than just what's visible in public.
Who?
Bilal told me, Jada. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child.
Yeah, well, his father done things to him that he should be in jail for. So
his father done things to everybody. His father done things to everybody's kids. What they did to
chapter, right? You shoot down every rumor there's ever been about y'all. That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all were sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
There was a couch and Will was bent over on the couch and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Let's take a step back for a moment. Jaden Smith has been dropping hints about his preferences for years now. Whether it's through jokes or subtle nods, people have been speculating. And recently, his choice of company is adding more fuel to the fire, specifically his connection with Diddy, who's no stranger to controversy. But here's the twist. Maybe Jaden isn't entirely in control of the narrative. Growing up with parents like Will and Jada, known for their unconventional lifestyle, it's not surprising he's developed his own quirks. And with Diddy in the picture, you can bet things are bound to get wild. Now let's talk about the latest buzz. Jaden and Justin Bieber. They've been close for years, but recently, they've taken their friendship to a new level. And a clip from Coachella has people talking. The footage shows Jaden getting up close and personal with Justin, sparking a wave of reactions online. Some fans are in shock, while others are digging into Will's past, trying to find connections. But that's not all. There are darker rumors circulating about what happens behind closed doors at the Smith household. According to Jaguar Wright, there have been wild parties, mysterious guests, and even rumors of young men running for the exit. Jaden seems caught in the middle of it all, with some saying he's just following in his father's footsteps, while others believe he's carving his own path. There are whispers that Will's past and questions about his sexuality might have even played a role in his first marriage ending. And if that wasn't enough, Jaden made headlines a few years back by casually mentioning that he dated Tyler, the creator, hinting at his own orientation. Though he hasn't made a public statement on the topic, that moment was enough to spark plenty of conversation about his life choices and relationships. The Smith family might be used to the spotlight, but this level of attention is intense, and the rumors aren't slowing down.
because I would remember watching him come out of, one of my young boys' cribs. Because he would come down there and go to Star Island, and then he would, get the Maserati so he could, flex around Biscayne Bay and Ocean Drive, like all the little mini celebrities too. But then he would go and he would with my young boy and let my young boy use the Maserati. And Trey's like literally sitting there playing Lookout.
Playing Lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
The boy came up with his mouth wet.
Mouth wet.
What?
Dribbling. Now what they're gonna try to say is, no, Justin Bieber was just doing a line of coke. No, he didn't mess with his nose when he came up.
He doing a line of coke with his mouth.
He wiped his mouth. When you do
his mouth was wet.
You do this when you finish your line.
His
you wipe your mouth when you
wet.
fucking dick.
That wasn't post-nasal drip. That was seminal fluid.
It was Odell dick. But Diddy told him well.
The drama surrounding the Smith family and their connections to Diddy is reaching a fever pitch, and it's impossible to ignore how all these intertwining stories create a complex narrative. Starting back at the 2019 Grammy Awards, when Jaden tweeted about Tyler, the creator, winning a Grammy, he sparked conversations about his own sexuality. While he hasn't labeled himself, his comments and playful banter with Tyler suggest he may be bisexual or pansexual. It raises eyebrows, especially given Will's reportedly mixed feelings about Jaden potentially dating a man. Isn't that a bit hypocritical, considering the swirling rumors about Will's own escapades? As we dive deeper, it's hard not to notice the tension within the Smith household. Jaden's struggles seem amplified by his upbringing, with reports suggesting that he and his sister Willow have felt the weight of their parents' drama. The revelations that Will and Jada have been living separate lives since 2016 certainly add to the complexity. Jada herself confirmed this, indicating that their relationship has been more about partnership than traditional marriage. The infamous Oscars slap incident happened while they were still separated, highlighting the pressure they were under. And then there's the entanglement with August Alsina, which shocked many, especially given that Jaden was reportedly aware of the affair. Jada's openness about her relationship with August and the timing of those revelations adds another layer of intrigue. The idea that she may not have wanted to marry Will in the first place, coerced by her mother, makes the dynamic even more complicated. Recent rumors have hinted at a possible relationship brewing between Will and Diddy. Whispers of underground parties and speculation about Will's true sexual orientation have been circulating, further blurring the lines of his public persona. And with Jaguar Wright dropping allegations about the Smiths and the wild parties that go on behind closed doors, the intrigue only deepens. Will's public displays of affection towards Jaden, especially those awkward kisses, have raised eyebrows as well. Fans have pointed out that this has been an ongoing pattern since the early days of Will's career, which makes many uncomfortable. In light of all this, the industry insiders have weighed in, with Alexis Arquette claiming Jada is just a beard for Will, while suggesting he might be living a more open truth than he lets on. Adding fuel to the fire, whispers about Will's close relationship with Dwayne Martin have surfaced, suggesting that their friendship may have crossed boundaries. Tasha K's recent interview hints at wild behavior witnessed by someone close to Will, which could lead to further revelations about his private life. With each new piece of information, it seems the Smiths are tangled in a web of secrecy, speculation, and intrigue, leaving fans wondering what's really happening behind the scenes. The combination of family drama, rumors of infidelity, and questions about identity are pulling back the curtain on a Hollywood power couple that's anything but conventional.
I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my motherfucking boyfriend, and he's been my motherfucking boyfriend my whole life.
The situation surrounding Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Diddy is heating up with new allegations. Trisha Paytas has accused Will of coercing male dancers into questionable situations, adding to the controversy surrounding his and Jada's unconventional lifestyle. Rumors about Jada's preferences and their complex marriage continue to fuel speculation. With more people speaking out, there's growing pressure on these stars to confront the swirling rumors. The drama is far from over, and fans are watching closely to see how it all unfolds.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
The allegations against Will Smith are escalating, especially with Jaguar Wright accusing him of exploiting his mentorship roles to engage in inappropriate relationships with younger men in the industry. She claims that several of these young men have felt uncomfortable and even fled from his alleged mentorship program, likening it to an escape from a dangerous situation. This adds a darker layer to the ongoing rumors surrounding both Will and Diddy, suggesting a pattern of behavior that involves questionable dynamics with younger individuals. The tension continues to mount as more details emerge, leaving fans and observers wondering how the situation will unfold for these Hollywood figures.
Yeah.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Hey man. Hey man.
And that was their kid's friend.
Yeah.
Who the f believe that shit is real by any means with all of that?
Makes it tough to believe.
With all of that. When they was busy partying with the Martins, then they switched over from the Martins to Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez, and then guess what? Don't nobody want to admit that they a victim, so they pretend to be friends.
The situation around the Smith family is getting messy, with Jaguar Wright claiming that Jada has been a neglectful mom. She alleges that Jada knew about the chaos in their lives, but chose to ignore it, painting a troubling picture of their home life. On top of that, Diddy is facing serious legal issues, especially with Cassie's lawsuit revealing alarming claims about their relationship. These revelations support Jaguar's accusations and highlight concerning patterns within Hollywood. As this drama unfolds, it's clear both families are under a spotlight, raising questions about their accountability and the effects on their children.
Don't be bad at everything.
Shit. Yeah.
You was an alright actress, you was a terrible wife, you was a bad mother. You was a kid who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
Their good friend who
Bilal told me, Jada. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. As he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Top K interview.
In that interview, he said a lot.
That Will Smith, Jaden, he Bashir and he Neat Mills, and you know Bilal. Now you know how far in the desert you run. You'll go from a Philly nigga to a sand, they'll still get you.
He's Philly though, Jay. It's Philly.
You know, he Meek Milk. As far as I'm concerned, he Meek Milk. I ain't calling him Mill no more, that's milk. That's Meek Milk. Added to the honeycomb. You got a meal.
And she's even confirming the Dwayne Martin rumors.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story, that could have happened?
Of course. Everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was, just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Panatown. And all these black running around marrying these, sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fag. Go get you. Second, it isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fag.
Oh, she didn't want it, but Cassie, who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black, not only for herself, but for somebody else who we all know that was in the room with her. So if he want to see it, and he want her to touch it, he might, that other person in the room with her just might want to feel it. Allegedly.
So you feel like Diddy was having sex with the male prostitutes?
They had to be for both of them. They was in the room. Right?
You're right.
It's a freak-off section.